Welcome to paranormalxl podcast. I'm Gigi, and with me, of course, is Mama Mary, because she's with me for like ever. Seems like it's been forever since we recorded.
It does seem like that.
It's been a long time.
It's been busy.
It has been busy. We actually just got done with our family Christmas, so I'm full of wine, Mama's full of wine, and we're having a good time.
That's right. That rhymed.
I ain't got nothing else to go with that. Well, we attempted to record before our family Christmas. Ham. But little technical difficulties. But we're back online now and everything's good. I am tangled in my necklaces. I'm just gonna leave it alone. So Christmas is upon us, which is awesome. So this is our Christmas episode. So we will be covering Krampus in this episode to keep our Christmas spirits high, because we all we all know Krampus is a good time. But I've been thinking about this all week, and I really, really want to make a very not good comment about Krampus and uteruses, and yeah. So we're just going to go on. So I said that earlier. I was trying to figure out a way to make that, put those together and make it sound funny, because ever since the uterus episode, because that's what I'm going to refer to that episode as, is the uterus one. Anyhow, then moving on. So, one more thing. I want to give a shout out and a thanks to Chicks and Spirits for suggesting today's wine, which is Sweet Revenge. Because, well, it just sounds cool. So we're going to take a sip to that. Sippity sip sip. So, Krampus. He's pretty pleasant, huh? Did he ever visit you as a child?
Every Shark Week.
Every Shark Week. Fuck that Krampus. Yeah, he's not a very nice feller.
That was kind of creepy.
And how he came over, he's kind of a big thing in America, which struck me as odd, because that's not what I guess we were brought up with. Because he originated, it was German, Krampen, which means claw. Traditions say he is the son of the Norse god of the underworld.
Yeah.
So, but we don't necessarily go that route here in America, because, well, everybody's offended by everything, so we don't want to scare anybody. Yeah, Krampus. What, do you want to say something on Krampus?
Well, I think it's the idea is funny that you'd have Santa Claus that rewards the good kids.
Mm-hmm. And Krampus riding right next to him. But here's what I don't get. Krampus, they say, comes out on December 5th. So Santa Claus goes out on December 5th too? Or maybe in other parts of the country it's a different day that they celebrate that, maybe?
Maybe he just comes and weeds out the bad kids.
Could be. Kids get beaten. They get beaten and licked up with his big old tongue.
I know. It kind of sounds like a porn movie. Whips and chains and...
and Krampus tongue.
Oh.
Not even just tongue, it's a Krampus tongue. So in the pictures
sounds like it hurts.
that they have, he's pretty scary looking. I can't see him just hanging out with Saint Nick, just like, sup, Saint Nick? And Saint Nick's all like, what up, Cramp? Like,
how about them horns?
Yeah. Like, let's go hang out and you can beat children and I'll leave the good ones some snacks. What else do I got here? See, Krampus actually doesn't come from our Christmas traditions, clearly. He dates back to pre-Germany paganism, which we knew. But so does Christmas.
Actually it does.
So I get it. It's all in parts of the world. He comes from Austria. Like, that's where the big celebrations happen. It's 12th century. Oh, back in the 12th century, the Catholic Church tried to get rid of the Krampus celebration. Clearly that didn't work. And then more attempts, even as, like, this is a long time ago to us, but not that long ago in the big picture, but 1934 by Austria's conservative Christian Social Party. They tried to do away with it too. And a lot of it was because of the fear. And even now, when I was reading, because Austria gets people coming from the countries near them and whatnot, and it scares some of them. Just like any part of the world that you go to with some of their beliefs or their rituals that you're not used to, it's like
some things do seem odd, yeah.
What is this? Because, in Austria, they have, like, downright celebrations, and they go through the streets looking like this big, scary Krampus guy, and they're, like, picking at kids and stuff, like, but to us, we're like, ha, 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 because we know about it.
Yeah, they have, like, huge parades and march down the street dressed up. And so it's kind of like they use that as a Halloween.
Yes.
For adults.
Almost together. See.
And growl. And they go around growling at people. I think that's hilarious. Not laughing at them, but just to be having fun and,
have that much fun with it. Because really, okay, we think about it. If somebody was to go there to visit, they move there and they're like, what the hell is this? It's really no different than somebody like going down to Mardi Gras for the first time being like, what in the actual hell? Because they masquerade and the masquerade balls and stuff down there or whatever. And you're like, what? Showing titties for beads and
I did too. No, I didn't.
Wait, what?
I've never been there ever.
Me neither. I totally want to go down there though. Ethan's grandma doesn't live that far, and she said if I ever got a chance to go down there, I got a place to stay.
That'd be cool.
I think all the history down there, we could totally.
The cemeteries would be amazing.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And maybe I wouldn't even like probably Mardi Gras. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys about my Vegas trip.
What the heck?
Oh my god. Speaking of Vegas, I'm glad I got to go. It took me 37 years to finally get there. I'm okay if I never go back. It wasn't what I expected. I'm not talking down on Vegas, so it just wasn't for me. It was neat to see some of the places and the history that goes along with that. Now, if I could go back to Vegas like back in the 50s, that would be cool. Because I did get to see some of the older structures and stuff, and it's so sad because there's no life in them anymore. They're all boarded up and stuff.
Yep,
and it's like,
man. Them.
Yeah. Because people come through with money and they want bigger the better. No, a hotel's a freaking hotel. Like, okay, and that's, I don't know. And I'm not one for gambling. I played $2, walked out with $6, and I was like, hells yeah! The reason I went out there was to go to Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum. That was totally worth it. The only thing I bought when I was out there was sage from Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum. That was just, I wish I could go back. And it sucks that you can't take pictures inside. No recordings. They will ask you, if you have any of that stuff on you, you cannot have any of it. They did not take kindly to it. But it kind of sucks because, I don't know, just to be able to, when you're explaining it to people, in your head, you got the picture of it and it's so cool. But it's not as cool if you didn't see it.
Yeah.
I got to see like the serial killer rooms and stuff, which was so cool. The Ted Bundy stuff that he just got. Some of the Gacy paintings and stuff.
Cool.
Charles Manson. The van from, oh my gosh, seriously. I just got done talking about this.
Kevorkian?
Yes, Kevorkian. The van, they had 3 rooms to Kevorkian, actually. Oh man, but the coolest thing as far as the paranormal goes, that's why I wanted to go to see some of the things that we had talked about. I got to see one of the actual paintings, the Crying Boy paintings, which we debunked that for the most part. I don't know, there's still more story to go with that, but that was really cool. And he puts a red light on it so to confuse the painting as to make it think that it's already on fire. But, yeah, I could go on that a little more, but I'm not going to because this is supposed to be a Krampus episode. But I'm going to throw some Vegas in there, too. And the Dubuque box, the actual Dubuque box. That was cool to see. Took a lot of energy out of you, actually, when you went to in that dark room. And it's enclosed by glass, like I said, and it had salt all the way around it. And then it's like an airtight, sealed thing. And then you can see, like, these claw marks trying to get in the sand. Or not sand, but salt. Yeah, it was just, if you're out that way, or even if you don't like Vegas, go see some other cool shit that's out there on the outskirts, because I wanted to go some of the old western towns. I think that would be super awesome, because like the cemeteries out there from like, cowboys and shit, like that would have been so cool. I couldn't take any of my equipment on the airplane, so that kind of bummed me out, but to be able to get pictures and stuff would have been neat. But yeah, if you get a chance to go out there to at least visit the museum, do it. That part was definitely worth the scary airplane ride and the horrible earaches and the twisted ankle, because I got super drunk the very first night and I fell down 2 stairs and really hurt my ankle. Luckily, my friend that met us out there from California, she's a doctor, so she kind of bandaged me up so I could get around the rest of the trip. So yeah, it was really awesome. Oh, spoiler alert, if you do go out there, do not The first room they take you in is the oddities room. And if they say that you're one of the 2 people to be picked to go see his special doll room, do not do it. It's scary. I won't totally ruin it for anybody, but don't let somebody else do it. You'll get to kind of look in there and stuff afterwards, but don't do it. It's scary. Long story short, Vegas was okay. I'm glad I got to see it. I will never make another trip out there to go say I'm seeing Vegas. I would say I'm going out by Vegas maybe, to go see the dam or some of the other towns that are around. In the Haunted Museum. The Haunted Museum, totally worth it. If you're going out there for like a weekend or something. If you don't get to do anything else, that's cool all by itself. Oh, and driving a Ferrari at Speed Vegas, that was pretty, well, I didn't get to do it. My little brother did, and he came out a new man. He was so adorable, puffed out his little chest, and he's like, I drove a Ferrari. Super cute. Anyway, sorry about that. I totally forgot about the whole Vegas thing. Like I said, that's how much Vegas didn't, stick with me. That makes me so sad, because I was so looking forward to it. That was my first, adult, vacation trip. Wow. That's really sad. But next stop...
wasn't your thing.
It wasn't. The museum, yes. Everything else, no. Next stop, for me, my big one will be Salem. That will happen this year one way or another. It just will. It just will. And because we got, all the events coming up and our event coming up, I'd like to go out there, do some research, get some footage of us doing research out there, get into some of these locations that other people can't generally get into. We kind of got the hookup out there to do so, and to be able to bring that to some of these events that we're doing. I want to bring that knowledge to everybody, bring it back. Oh my God, it's so awesome, Anyway, back to Krampus. Oh, now Krampus doesn't even sound like fun no more. Now I just want to take another trip. But not to see Krampus. And I don't want to go in his sack.
No, it's kind of creepy.
He's very creepy.
Covered in fur?
Mm-hmm. Ooh. This is like a goat man almost, they say. Yeah. With that long tongue. So the story has it, he travels with St. Nick. St. Nick puts candy in shoes of the good kids. And birch twigs in the naughty ones. Now, Krampus... his signature move is making sure the naughty kids kind of understand that it's not cool to be naughty. And bad children get beaten with the birch branches, or he puts them in his sack to his lair, and they are never to be seen again. And then they're tortured and or eaten. Crazy, right? Another crazy thing I think that we would like to touch on would be, St. Nick and Krampus, they're both pagan figures. But they have been adapted to fit the needs of Christianity. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like everything has.
Paganism used to be like the ruling...
That was the way.
Yeah.
That was the way.
And then, Christians kind of take it over, and then they end up using things to create fear to keep people, into their religion.
In line.
Yeah.
In their type of line.
To control them.
Yeah. I mean... yeah, Krampus is scary, but we're celebrating it too. Wow, okay, let's say, they believe in him. Okay, well, we're clearly not going to get rid of him. So, hey, let's celebrate and have fun with it. Why not?
Well, yeah, make it fun. Because a lot of it's just myth anyway. No different than any other old wives' tale that gets told to
just like Santa Claus.
Out. Yeah.
It upsets me when I hear, if we were to celebrate Krampus that way here, like they do in Austria, holy shit.
I know.
Could you imagine?
Well, we kind of do. It's called Halloween.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
People get, that's like the one night where you can get dressed up as a serial killer and act like you're killing people and it's okay. Mm-hmm. It's just...
yeah. But even with that being said, I think it was this year that, people wanted to change the day of Halloween. And you can't do that. That's not...
No,
there's a story behind the day.
Year.
Right.
It's a real religion. Just because other people use it for something else,
Exactly. You don't see us all hating on it. You see, people get mad, if, Christians it's Christmas, but Christmas is a pagan holiday. It isn't just Jesus's birthday. It isn't, that's what I don't understand. They can't...
Everybody has a different meaning for it.
Yeah.
There's not just one.
And that's okay. What's not okay is that people get hated on for celebrating December 25th or whatever day as something different other than Christ's birthday.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yay, happy birthday. Good. Okay, mine's April 22nd. Happy birthday to me. It's okay. I don't know. I get butthurt over stuff like that, and I shouldn't because I'm talking about other people getting butthurt over it, but I'm butthurt because they're butthurt, and nobody should be butthurt. What else you got? I'm all fired up.
Speaking of butts, did you know that Krampus will take you to the bowels of hell?
Well, yeah.
Takes the little kids down there?
There's a few kids I might have to go put on his list.
I wouldn't mind.
Also some adults. I think he should take adults too. I don't necessarily think it should just be given to children. Children are learning. See? So sometimes you got to do wrong to learn right.
That's true.
So
and then just some adults are just plain stupid.
Yeah, if you're an adult and you're still being a jackhole, then Krampus come take you away. See, I think it should be turned around.
Mm-hmm.
These kids need a chance to learn. See, yeah, okay, we're changing it. We're changing it because now we're going to have it fit us.
That's right.
So, sorry about that, Christianity. Gonna get hated for that one. I mean nothing by it. I'm just having fun. You got anything else on the Krampus? Oh, Cramp, riding around. I wonder if he has like a Mrs. Krampus. See, the Krampus tale, there's actually a lot of different Krampus tales.
There is, and they kind of go all over the place, but I guess it is just fascinating, but they really do kind of link him up to like the devil. I think that's where the Christians come from, is they
The fear
describe
part of
him
it.
looking like the devil. And that's kind of interesting. And for me, I feel like that comes from a Christian belief because, paganism doesn't necessarily believe in the devil itself.
Right.
So, I don't know. Of course, religions kind of been into each other and they draw from other things. But I think it's a good story.
It is. It's fun. It brings people together.
You believe in the magic of Santa Claus.
Exactly.
So why not? Is he creepy? Yeah. Is it kind of creepy that some gold guy's gonna come put you in a bag and carry you away forever? Yeah.
But even Santa Claus, the thought of Santa Claus is creepy. Or the Tooth Fairy. Like, you want somebody just coming around stealing teeth? Which goes back to that doll room.
Oh.
Give me your teeth. Give me your teeth.
and ankle biting midgets.
Yes. I don't know. You can put a scary twist on all of them. I don't know what made us think that we can just go around and be like, well, this one's good. Yeah, bad. We're going to deem that one bad just because he's got like a horn or something. Good because it's got wings. Bad because it's got a long tongue.
Yeah.
You know?
And a creepy hairy tail.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily want to see them by any means because, well, I try to be a good kid all year long. And I do not want to be beaten with birch twigs or logs or sticks. However, I would be a little creeped out if I woke up, December 5th and found candy in my shoe.
Well, yeah.
I mean, like, yay, candy. And I'm like, ew, in my shoe? Gross.
Yeah.
'Cause
would you still eat it?
if it's wrapped, if it's pre-wrapped, maybe. Depends on what it was. Now, if it's those hard, like, little strawberry hard candies, that grandmas carry around in their pockets or in their purses, probably not. But if it's like a mini size, like, little Twix bar or something, those bite-sized ones, I probably would.
Yeah, Twix are pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I like Twix.
Or a little wine bottle, that's cool, too.
I would, yeah.
You guys should have just seen her face. She was like...
Yeah.
Because, yeah, you can see what I just said. It's a fun one. You can see what I just said. We are so freaking clever. Sorry, guys. On this one, this is kind of a bad ending to the year as far as episodes go. But Krampus, it was requested, but looking into it, there's it just depends on where you're from, what story.
What kind of twist you put on it.
Yeah.
And what you take from it.
In the story that I said, that's what they believe in Austria. And I think that's great that they celebrate it, but that also gets kids to remember, oh man, I need to be good. I mean,
have really rotten kids that had to go a step further than just Santa Claus.
Right. But, we do that every day. Some people will be like, well, you shouldn't just have to threaten your kids with an evil. We do it all the time. If you don't clean your room, I'm going to throw away all your toys. If you don't do blah, 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 we're going to do it. We do the same thing. We're just blaming it on some other guy that's got a big tongue. We know damn well that guy's not going to.
Get it? Because he's a scapegoat.
Zang. But this is our last episode of the year. We have been going since March, and it's been phenomenal. Sometimes a little overwhelming, but we get caught back up, and I'm really looking forward to 2020 for sure.
It's going to be an awesome year.
Oh, man, I know. That's why I kind of want to get a couple episodes ahead when we do have time to do so. Mm-hmm. Just so, at least by, I don't know, March or April. So we're putting because I know that we're, got a lot of shit going on during, the summertime, even with just the events that we are going to, our event, trying to fit in vacations in there somehow because, you know, we take vacations. Well, yeah. What I mean by vacation is going to Salem is really what I mean. And then, we just got a lot of cool shit going on. Mm-hmm. For sure. Is what it is.
It's going to be a mini episode.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It's just not a whole lot of topics, really a whole lot to say about it.
To go with that, yeah. But with all that Krampus stuff, when I did get into Krampus, I got into La Befana, which I thought was totally intriguing. So for a special treat in the end of the year and kind of a Christmas thing, I'm going to put out a video about Befana, not about her. It's going to be me reading her story in front of my Christmas tree as a gift. No, I just think it'd be fun, and I think her story is really cool, and it's enlightening. It's very upbeat. Mm-hmm. It is, she's from Italy, or not she, but the story's from Italy, and she's just like Santa Claus, but she's like a witch. She's a witch version of Santa Claus, and I just think her story is really awesome, and I wanted to share that with everybody, but maybe not put it into the podcast, maybe just make a video, a little something extra, but I'll release that on Christmas Eve.
That's a good idea.
That would be something cute. So yeah, be looking for that on Christmas Eve. Mary, why don't you tell us about your new podcast that you had up and going?
Oh, the Spiritual Voices podcast.
Yeah, that one.
Well, basically, it's just guided meditations, 15, 20 minutes. And then I also do a monthly astrology forecast and then a weekly forecast. It's fascinating. You'll see. You'll hear.
Yeah. You'll hear.
You'll see what I'm saying.
Smell what she's cooking? Yes. Yeah. So totally look that up. You can look that up the same way that you listen to us, which is, I don't know, whatever app you decide to use, but you put out easy links too, right?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Have you been putting them on the paranormalxl page?
I don't think so.
Well, why don't you start doing that?
Well, God damn it, I will.
Put them everywhere. Put them everywhere. Because I've actually had some crews reach out and be like, hey, put more stuff about your podcast. I'm like, okay. Mm-hmm. I'm down. Another thing, too, January 7th, we will, for the third time, hopefully it works this time, be on Sacred Journey Radio. So that'll be at 7 p.m. on January 7th. I think that's just good lining up there.
Yeah.
7/7.
Exactly.
We will, again, put the easy link on the Facebook page for that. Other than that, I'm not for sure how else to get to it exactly. But Sacred Journey Radio, look on that on all the Facebook pages, whatever. That should be a lot of fun. I know that they're super looking forward to it. There'll actually be another crew on air with us.
Oh, that'll be cool.
So, but they do like strictly the investigations and stuff. So like where we do a little bit of all the paranormal stuff, maybe our stories, we can help each other out, type of thing with our conversation or whatever. The lady Beth, she's the sweetest person ever. They actually have a spot for our event, too. So that'll be super exciting to meet them as well. I keep getting super nervous about that. And then it's like something happens. And then I'm like, oh, crap. And I was like, I'm so ready. And then I'm like, oh, my God, can we just get this done with? Because I'm so nervous. So I think on the 7th, holidays will be past. It'll be kind of our first big thing of the year. So we're going to nail it. We're going to make sure that we nail it. So, again, please listen to that. And you can actually call in and with questions or whatever and be put right on air at the same time as well. So I'll put all that information on the Facebook page. January 5th will be our release of our first episode of 2020. You'll have to wait for the topic on that because it's a surprise.
It's going to be the shiznit.
Always. That's all I got. No, it will be. All this year is going to be good. I hope. I have a whole list of topics. I know Mary does too. If you guys have other topics, like I said, we want to try to have these episodes a little more in advance. So if you have ideas, email them in now so we can put them in the rotation. And hopefully we can start getting in more depth and stuff. We just got, oh my gosh, there's so much like rolling out in 2020. Like we got
it's
going for us.
It's going to be a big year
and
for a lot of people.
Yeah, but something's got to happen this year, at least for everything that we're doing, our circle of things, the podcast. I will be launching a a side podcast with the true crime in March. But what I'm doing there is I'm recording all those now.
That makes
like
sense.
3 or 4 in advance because paranormalxl is and will always be my baby. So I can't get too far ahead with this one.
Yeah.
Because topics change, information changes. But with the true crime stuff, that stuff's going to stay because that's all factual. So that way, that doesn't take away from this one. But they will be linked up. That one will clearly be called True Crime XL because, duh.
Well, yeah.
But that one will be released 2 times a month versus once a week too. So, but I'll be ahead in that one. So if you guys are listening to this one and you guys have any cases, email me in. For now, I'll still use the same paranormalxl@writeme.com or the Facebook messages there. Let me know. What else did I have? There was just so much. Yeah, we got. Oh yeah, it's just gonna be awesome, guys. On the January 5th episode, we will go through. Hopefully, I'll have a little better calendar for Paranormal XL and the investigation crew, so I can let you guys know we're gonna be there too. And I'll take 5-10 minutes to just say what events we're doing, where we're gonna be investigating and stuff throughout 2020. What I have lined up right now. That way, you guys can keep up if you want. And this year, I'm gonna try to do a little more lives. If not lives, pre-recording and then doing it because I get really nervous in the lives and even the recordings, and sometimes I'm just like, whoa. So anyway, sorry about it being so short. I hope you enjoyed it. Krampus, just be good so Krampus doesn't come visit you because he is kind of scary. So did you have anything more to add?
No, I'm good.
She's like, no, I'm in a freaking food coma.
Kinda, yeah. Like,
I figured that after we were going to eat and then we were going to be like, recording. We'll blame it on that. That's why it's so short, because we're full of wine. We're full of ham and potatoes.
Macaroni
yes.
cheese.
Oh my gosh. And all the good food that was there. And it was just really good. You guys really missed out. I'm sorry. But with that being said, talking about food, remember, don't yuck someone else's yum.
Ever.
That's right. Oh, will we have one more before New Year's?
We could.
We will. This isn't our last one for the year. Wait,
No.
what's the day?
It's only the 21st.
What the heck? I thought this was our last one.
No.
No, the last one would be put out the 29th. Oh my gosh. And back up the phone. We still have one more. So this isn't our last one. We will end out
Surprise.
next. We will end the year with something good. We will. I kind of just thought of something we'll talk about after this. So thank you all for listening. Until next week and not next year yet. Thank you all. Remember, keep an eye on the Facebook so you can see the video of Bufana because I think that'll be fun and exciting. But anyway, bye.